Hello, my name is Denise Yezbak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use the magical crimping pliers. These pliers turn a crimp tube into what looks like a little bead at the end of your bracelet or necklace. We will be using this beautiful blue soft flex beading wire. The only size wire that you can use with this crimping tool is 0.8 to 0.9, which is 0.48 millimeters. Here are some of the different colors that soft flex has. We're going to be using the blue today. In order to turn your crimp into a little bead, you can only use 2 by 2 millimeter crimps or size 2 crimps, and only tubes. You cannot use crimp beads. The tools you will need for this project are magical crimping pliers or tool, wire cutters, 2 pairs of chain nose pliers to open and close our jump ring, and we're going to make a little dangle at the end, so you will need round nose pliers. Usually I like to leave about 2 inches on each end of the length to form my loop and crimp and pass back through the beads. So let's say I'm making a 6.5 to 7 inch bracelet. I would use about 11 inches of beading wire. I cut this wire a little bit longer today due to the bead size. We're using these chunky aquamarine and this chunky ceramic bead. So my bead wire has to be a little bit longer, but usually you would cut about 11 inches of your soft flex 0.48 millimeter wire. So we're going to grab one of our 2 by 2 millimeter crimp tubes. We can't use a bead. We're going to pass the wire through. We're going to bring it up. And right now the wire is crossed. You want to make sure that your wire is never crossed. It can cause breakage. So we're just going to move that wire over to the other side so it's sitting flush up against each other. Now we're going to grab our magical crimping pliers and we're going to set it in. When you set it in, you should not be able to see the crimp tube from either side. So we're going to set that in, and then we're just going to push it down. And then I grab it from the bottom, and I twist the pliers. I want to make sure I can't see that bead. And I'm going to push it down, and then I'm going to turn it and push it down, turn it, push it down, turn it, push it down. And when it comes out, it looks like a little bead. Now we're going to string our beads. So we're going to string our chunky ceramic bead. And since my aquamarine cubes are cubes, we need to have some sort of spacer bead so that the bracelet will lay right. So then I just put a spacer bead, and then we're going to string the cubes. And when I get right about there, I like to trim my wire off. So we're just coming in, we're trimming that wire. We'll set it down, and we're just going to string all of our beads. The crimping tool does take a little bit of practice. Probably took me, I want to say, maybe 10 times getting it right. I just got some cheap wire, you know, like 7-strand wire. And I just kept using the crimp tools and practicing till I felt like I was proficient at it. So we're going to string all of our beads. And I like the little gold spacer beads. It adds a little touch of warmth to the cool aquamarine. And I'm really into cubes and barrels right now. I'm not sure why, but that is what I am liking at the moment. So we're coming to the last one. And what I like to do at this point is I like to take it and put it on my wrist. And I like it to be right about here. So we're going to add let's see if that one is enough. I design all my bracelets for a 6.5 to 7-inch wrist. So I think that is good. Once we put the jump rings and the clasp on, it will be perfect. So now we're going to come back in and we're going to grab one of our crimp tubes. Remember, only 2 by 2 millimeter tubes will work with the 0.48 millimeter wire. We're going to pass that wire back through. There's the wire, passing it back through one of the beads. And then we're going to pull it down. I like to push my bead down a little bit. Pull it down. Looks pretty good. Now we're going to grab the magic crimping tube, and we make sure it's in there just perfect. And we're going to crimp it down. Then we're going to turn it. We're going to crimp it down again. And then we're going to turn it. Crimp it down again. And let's go one more time. And crimp it down again. And it formed a bead. Now we're going to come back in with our wire cutters and we're going to cut that end. There's a little bit of give in it because when we go and form the bracelet this way around your wrist, it will fit perfectly. And now we're going to get ready to make our dangle. Okay, we're going to grab a beaded head pin and our aquamarine cube, and we're using our round nose pliers. We're going to set it like this, and we're going to bend the wire back, move the pliers up, bend the wire towards you, move the pliers to the side, bend the wire back, and then I like to come in and straighten it out. Then we're going to wrap 1, 2, 3. We're going to come back in with our wire cutters. We're just going to trim that end off. We're going to flatten out our loop. Make sure that wire is tucked. And that's how we create our little dangle. Now we're going to attach our clasps. So I'm going to pick up a 6mm jump ring. This is how you open and close a jump ring. You never pull it apart. So we're going to open that, and we're going to pick up our spring clasp. I'm going to flip that around. We're just going to attach it. To that side. Then I'm going to pick up a 4mm jump ring. We're going to open it. I'm going to pick up a 6mm jump ring. And we're going to attach that. Then we're going to come back over. We're going to open that. Attach our little dangle. Close it. Then we're going to pick up, let's do a 6mm jump ring. We're going to open that. We're going to grab this super pretty rhinestone moon and star charm, and we're just going to come over and attach it on that side and close that jump ring. So here's our finished bracelet. Super cute. Moons and stars are so trendy right now. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, hit the little bell so you will get notifications on when I post new videos. Leave comments. I love to hear your feedback, and I comment on everybody. Follow me on Instagram at Denise Yezbak More. And I hope you have a great day, and be sure to check out the magical crimping tool and the Soft Flex 0.48mm beading wire. And remember, only size 2 crimp tubes, 2x2mm tubes will work with this tool, and only 0.018 or 0.019 beading wire can be used to crimp the beads with this tool. Have a great day.